Okay, so maybe it's not the crack house you thought. I don't know what's going on today, but the signals are a bit weak. So if I cut out, I cut out. One of them things. I know it's a bit of an odd title for my cubicle. And if you don't know what a cubicle is a place we work from. It doesn't have to be an actual cubicle. It could be a place like this, which, by the way, is a cool place. So, the branding of that crack coffee. Oh, it's getting chilly in New York. A little. I've still got shorts on. Well, actually. It's just weather. Deal with it. With grass-fed butter and MCT oil, medium chain triglyceride oil. And I had one for the first time. I was fortunate enough to be given a sample of one when I was down in Texas. It's not available to the public. It was a sample straight from the lab. And I'd never had it before, but I heard people speak about it for years. And it seemed odd. First time I heard it was like trainers at the gym putting butter in their coffee. It sounds friggin' revolting. I tried one for the first time. I basically stole one off my good friend Tony Freeman there. And within 20 minutes, the intensity, not from a caffeine rush, but just the focus and intensity, got a winner with this. And it was a powdered version. And then I look online and see that for me to make one is a giant pain in the ass. I live in, if you haven't figured it out, New York City, which means real estate's too valuable. I don't have a huge kitchen. I have a tiny kitchen. No big deal, I don't use it. I don't have a blender because I don't use the kitchen. And it, like warm your blender up and do this and do that. And I'm looking at the video. And I'm looking at the video of this. And the guy's name is Dave Asprey. He's doing this video. And his counter looked about as big as my kitchen. I thought, yeah, you know what? I can't be bothered going through all that. So I did the cheats way out. I Googled Bulletproof Coffee, New York City. Now, because Bulletproof is a brand, hang on, just got to do a little jaywalk here. Because Bulletproof is a brand, there is no Bulletproof coffee shop in New York City. You could buy the coffee, I think. The only Bulletproof coffee shop is in Santa Monica as we speak, so I believe. But it did come up to this place, so I go to this place I've just been into, Who Kitchen. If you're in New York, that's HU Kitchen, 5th Avenue between 13 and 14. And I went in and it says crack coffee. But it explains what it is underneath. It's not quite the same, similar thing, but I thought, what a great brand. And now, I've just been to meet a guy. You get there before me. Oh, there it is. Yoga pants. And I thought, what a great brand. Now, they've not... I don't think they've put a copyright or whatever on the brand. But then I realised the guy I'm meeting, it's worked at the UFC gym. Great brand. Some other guy sits down, I've no idea who he is, start chatting with him, blah blah blah, because he's sat down to eat. I get chatting with the guy, and he plays for San Jose in the MLS, another brand. And then I'm realising the importance of branding. And you can look at it here: Staples, Skechers, American Eagle, Starbucks. The leverage of branding now, and Apple is a perfect example. The brand is worth hello Washington. The brand is worth more than the company. And you look at the most expensive brands in the world to buy would be Facebook, Uber, probably Airbnb, Apple for certain, Google. The question is this to you guys. I build my brand. My brand, the real Tony Cohen, is my brand. But I latch it onto other people's. I've got a few other things I do. but it always comes back to me. So what are you doing today to build your own personal brand? Not your company's brand, not your product's brand. What are you doing yourself to build your own brand today? So, you know, I've done this before, and then people just call themselves the real John Smith or whatever. That's not their brand. They're building my fucking brand. I don't mind, but that's not them. So guys, from Union Square, I gotta go to Barnes & Noble. Another brand. I gotta go to Barnes & Noble and buy a book called The 4-Hour Body. Another brand based on the 4-hour work week. So we're surrounded by this stuff now, guys. What's your brand? From New York, we're out. Shit, how do I stop this thing? How do I stop this? There we go.